Well, hello there. Welcome back to Let's Narcissism, the show where I play the old games that I've made for your enjoyment. We are finally here now at Super Mario Blue Twilight DX, or as I sometimes call it, Marioween DX. And as you can see, this is already a major step up from the last game. You actually have a specialized launcher here, where you can play the game or read the manual. And instead of just a text file like the manual was last time, now we have like this whole nice like HTML website kind of thing, where you have a table of contents and you have all these cool images. It's like a real video game instruction manual. And I actually kind of like that. That's a really cool idea. You know, I'm one of those types that really misses instruction manuals from games. And this has instruction manuals, or an instruction manual out the butt. And that's pretty cool to me. I'm actually surprised it still works as well as it does, because I think this is like an embedded version of Internet Explorer that it's actually using. And I don't know, that's kind of cool. Play as Luigi, beat the game once. Yep, here's fun stuff. Deleted scenes and inside the game. I've actually been a fan of director's commentary for a long time, and Marioween DX was the very first time that I included a director's commentary option. If you get far enough in the game and collect enough of its secrets, you get like a text version of a director's commentary, and maybe we'll see that when we get further into the game. Maybe we won't. I don't know. So without further delay, let's just play the game. And already you can tell that this is a massively improved version of the game just by the fancy scrolling effect where the text fades in. And this notices in particular is actually kind of important, because from what I've heard, where cease and desists come from a lot on these games is that these companies think that you're trying to make something that is official, right? And when you do that, you kind of clog up their tech support systems, because people call in and be like, oh, this game doesn't work, and it's like a fan game. And for that, you're kind of wasting their money and their time. And so they send you a cease and desist so that, you know, you stop wasting their money and their time. But as long as you're upfront about the fact that you're unofficial, that kind of helps like stem that and make it stop. And that, I've heard, can make it easier to make like fan works and stuff like that. Here's our brand new intro that plays up the Ghosts and Goblins reference. It wasn't originally a Ghosts and Goblins reference in the original Marioween, but so many people thought it was that I just went ahead and I just rolled with it. That movie reel effect is actually still pretty good. And here's our brand new title screen with our super blood moon, just like it is tonight, the night that I'm recording this. That actually wasn't intended, that just ended up being kind of a weird coincidence. And our lovely Mode 7 clouds. And of course, our brand new title screen logo, which is a riff on the logo for Sonic Adventure DX, which I think at this point was still like a brand new game. I think that came out in like 2004. Here's our new menu system, with director's commentary, deleted levels, and apparently downloadable content. I'm not actually sure how the downloadable content in this would have worked, but let's start a new game. And here's like the big #1 secret. Marioween has... Wait, that's not right. Marioween has this like save protection feature, where it tries to detect if you're cheating, like if you're modifying your save file when you're not supposed to, but the system's kind of buggy, so sometimes it'll say you're a cheater when you're not actually cheating. So as a fix, I just recommend everyone start a profile with this username,
cheater,
which unlocks everything. Here's our lovely new map graphics, which aren't actually that new, but I did end up going through and redrawing a lot of these level icons. We'll start at level 1. Now, I don't think this level really changed that much between the original and this version. I think it's still largely the same level, and it, you know, to be fair, it probably didn't need to be changed that much. It's, you know, like I said before, it's a crash course in how to wall jump would probably be a better level name for it, but it gets the job done, I think. It's not like a bad level or anything, it's just, it could probably stand to be a little bit longer. Here's our first secret, the star coin. Those are used for unlocking things if you were playing the game normally, but obviously we are not. Let's come down here to our Super Metroid wall jump part. Like I said, basically the same level. It's in the next level that things start to change up a little bit.
Okie dokie.
And the more I think about it, the more I don't like the name The Graveyard. I think 6 Feet Under was a lot better of a name. Had a lot more personality. Obviously we still... Whoa! Hello! Hi! Okay. That bug's still in there. But, obviously it's raining. That's a brand new effect. We have this really annoying lightning flash. I don't like that. That's kind of too bright. And this area in the previous version was open, but now it's not. Now you go down the pipe. And in general that just works a lot better. There's our next star coin, and I might try and go and get like all the star coins.
What I needed.
It depends on if I remember where they all are. I know where the first 2 are, because those are the easy ones, but by the time we get to the ghost house level, I don't think so. So, I've been trying to think what this level teaches you. And I think what it does is it teaches you how to do this. Because you have these big giant gaps that you have to flutter over. And I guess that's an alright thing to be teaching the player. I don't know, it's not like the best thing. And in general, I don't know, I don't really like the bunny ears that much, really. Like, they're an okay power-up, but I can kind of see why they never came back. It's like, it's this weird halfway in between a raccoon tail and the cape from Super Mario World, and it doesn't really work that well. But, you know, it's served well enough, and here we have a much better, like, ending for this level. And something that's actually really annoying is these fire bubbles. They don't actually follow normal Mario Brothers rules. Normally in Mario, if you stand really up close to a pipe like this, the piranha plants won't come out, but these fire bubbles do, and that's... I don't know, I don't like that. So that was level 2. And already you can see just how different things are getting here in the deluxe version. And I think that's going to be the end of this episode. Again, I'm trying to keep these under 2 gigabytes for the recordings, otherwise Cam Studio flips out, and we don't want Cam Studio to flip out. This is actually like my 4th or 5th take of doing these first 2 levels. So I'll see you guys on the next 2 levels.